Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing? Today, we are going to be tackling the question of who's piloting the Phantoms on Halo 3 ODST. And to do that, well, we gotta flip a Phantom to get the driver out, or to get the pilot out. And there's only one Phantom that we can do that reasonably with in ODST. And that is the crazy Phantom here. So, all you gotta do is just simply crash your Banshee into it, like as soon as you come out that part. And this is after the first gate on this mission. But once you crash into it, that Phantom just freaks out, as you saw. Normally what's supposed to happen is if you don't mess with it, it just flies out in the distance and then despawns. But if you do bump into it and change its position just a little bit, it just starts flying around like the map erratically and like at really high speeds. And you can see like the bombs it's carrying, they're like freaking out and like being like shaken everywhere. Like it's a wonder they don't just explode. But yeah, that's basically all you gotta do to trigger the Phantom. And the purpose behind this is we are trying to get the Phantom to crash into like a wall or the ground where it will hopefully flip the driver out. Flip the pilot out, my bad. So that is our goal here, and it's pretty simple to do, but what's difficult to do is to get it to crash into the right wall, because you can kind of predict its path. Sometimes you get a checkpoint and you'll realize its path is pretty consistent, but despite that, it's still pretty hard to control where the Phantom flies to and where it crashes. And sometimes it may resume its original path and just fly on the distance and disappear. But anyways, here we finally got it to crash into the wall. So let me get up close to it, and then we are going to play it in slow motion so you can see exactly what is going on. So here you see the Phantom still outlined in red, meaning it's still an enemy, and it just turned blue, meaning the pilot has just flipped out of it. So where is the pilot? Well, let's take a look around and then play it in slow motion until we see the pilot come out. And there you have it. There's the pilot. So it is basically just like Halo 5. Well, actually it's more like Halo 5. It's just like Halo 3 ODST. But piloting these Phantoms are Grunts. And just, you know, standard Grunts. Nothing really special about these Grunts. But this actually surprises me a lot, because if you guys remember my Halo 5 video, well, I just mentioned it, but like in the Halo 5 video, the Grunts also pilot the Phantoms. In fact, the true boss of some Halo 5 firefight missions, like the Prophet's Wrath, is actually just the Grunt, not the Phantom itself. But it surprises me because, you know, I'm pretty sure like in lore, it's supposed to be like the brutes that are flying the Phantoms, and you would expect it to be brutes. You know, you don't really expect it to be a Grunt that's piloting it, but as you can tell, it is a Grunt. But I'm pretty sure like in Halo 3 it's different. I'm quite positive in Halo 3 that it's elites flying the Phantoms. At least the green Phantoms are piloted by elites. I'm not sure about the purple ones. They may also be piloted by Grunts, or they could be brutes. I'm not sure. Compared to Halo 5 Phantoms, the Halo 3 ones are very hard to flip, and that includes ODST. It's just they barely move. It's hard to nudge them. So the only reason why we were able to flip this one is because we caused the pilot to go crazy and just fly around until it crashes. And as you can see now, like its flight path can be very, very erratic. And you know, what we're trying to do now is we're trying to get the Phantom to crash somewhere where we can rescue the Grunt, or at least catch the Grunt, so that it can we can, you know, get up close to it in person and, you know, save the Grunt, because you know how we are on this channel, we're all about saving any character that we can. So we are going to try to save the Grunt that flips out of it, because normally this is like a pretty big open area, so a lot of the times the Grunt just falls to its death, or a lot of times the Phantom gets stuck in the wall and have to revert. But this did take a while for us to do, because it was really hard to control the Phantom. But we finally got it here. The Grunt flipped out, and The Grunt's just like running around. And here is where we attempt to catch the Grunt and to fly it to safety. So here it's on the Banshee, and it does look like it slid off, but surprisingly, despite the height that we're at, the Grunt actually survives that fall. Now that could be because in the Halo 3 engine, fall damage is like severely downplayed, but still, I mean, from that distance, I don't normally like nothing would survive, but the Grunt did manage to survive. And as you can see, it's pretty much scripted to like keep resuming its flight path, and that's why it's like walking a certain direction. It won't attack you, even though in the Phantom it'll attack you, but here it just ignores you and it keeps trying to like head in that certain direction that it was originally heading in. But yeah, so there you have it. That is the Grunt that pilots the Phantoms in ODST. Now I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure about what it's like in Halo 3 or the other Halo games. I know in Halo 4 it is elites piloting the Phantoms, and in Halo 5 it's the Grunts. But we're still looking at the other Halo games. Halo 3 in particular is a lot harder than the other ones, so we'll have to. It's gonna take a while, unless you guys know another method to easily flip Phantoms in Halo 3 without despawning the pilot, the AIs. But other than that, you know, we'll just have to keep playing around with it. Anyways, if you guys did find this to be interesting, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like as always. And you know, if there's anything else you want us to check out, or if you have any like suggestions for us, you know, just feel free to let us know in the comments, and I'll do my best to look into it if I get the chance. And other than that, just you know, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.